they had a project that was, I think, 6 million, but they wanted an 8A that was also hub zone.
I've already done a few proposal writing for city jobs in
Yep.
county with a friend of mine, so I know the whole process. Now I just got to see, the on the government side. It's probably the same stuff, just different forms and things like
Now,
that.
who do you want to write proposals for small businesses or for the government itself?
Well, specifically, what the consulting program you have,
Okay,
is
gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's okay. Fair enough. No, only reason I ask is because, as you know, the government hires private contractors to help put together their requirements for contract officers.
okay.
Okay, and those some people consider proposals because, like, so for example, my last contract that I was awarded with national parks, the person who put it together was a private contractor.
Okay.
But then on the other side, you have people like myself, which we need, all of us on here, all 50 people watching, probably need someone to help us write proposals.
Right. And that's what I want to
You want
specialize
to
in,
do?
because that's what
Okay.
I did a lot for the military. So
All right. Well, so the first person that what I would say is, send us an email, and we'll keep you busy.
okay, no problem. For example, right now my last base, which is in Long Island, needs they have a contract that's closing on the 24th for a consultant to work on the base, to work with a certain office, but
Yeah.
they can't find a company to get somebody.
And what do
So
they want? So what they want, because they want to put, and what they want, what is that person's job, roles, and responsibilities?
it's a special warfare group director. So
What do
basically,
they do? What does that mean? I don't mean nothing to me. What does
okay,
that
let's
mean?
say for example, you ever heard of pararescue people?
Yeah,
The guys that rescue people,
sure.
right? So they don't want to have their deployed people running them or training them. So they want to hire a retired guy who did that,
Mm,
and I think the contract's like probably worth like $300,000,
wow.
right? But
You
they
know,
but no one's
there-
stepping up to the plate.
you know why? It's probably there's so much stuff out there that how do you find all
That's
this
that's
stuff?
that's exactly right.
This is what I tell people. Like, that's why we're doing sponsorships on our podcast, because someone asked us, someone reached out to one of my students and said, "Hey, we need help finding two contracting officers." But where do you advertise that?
Right, right.
Where do you advertise that stuff? So, I mean, all of these things, it's really it gets caught up in like the whole minutia of, I mean, most of us are looking at the IDIQs, the IDVs, right? The long-term vehicles, GWACs, all that kind of stuff. So
So my question
tell
to
me.
you is, to practice. I mean, I don't have a construction company or a service. I
Sure.
just want to, be that consultant, right?
Yep.
So my the thing I was planning to do right now is there's a lot of companies out there that are willing to hire for proposal writers.
Yeah.
So I can just get some type of training,
Yep.
but they require a year. So should I go that route and
Nah.
just get trained, or
There's-
work with, or keep
look,
working with your
I
program?
have someone right now that came to us that asked us to help them put together a proposal for IDIQ, literally like this week. So, um, yes, there's somebody's looking for contracting officers. If you are interested in that position, send us an email. We'll connect you with that federal agency happily. Um, but yes, Dan,
You
so
mean you mean
we have
you mean
people.
work?
For example, we have some students now in our programs that are already pursuing contracts that would happily pay you to help put together their responses to
Okay,
solicitations, right?
all
So,
right.
for example, Lalani would do it. Lalani right now,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Lalani
Well,
would Lalani would do it. I'm telling you, Steve Holmes, probably everyone in my PAL group would definitely do it. You'd be connected with already people who are already successful
all
who
right,
need
good. So I'm glad I got on this call. So the second question I have for you.
I mean,
So
listen, the tribe that I work with, we hire outside proposal writer to put our packages together because we
that's
don't.
me.
Because
That's
the thing
me.
is, we're also busy, like actually pursuing you know what I'm saying, like building the relationships, connecting with the people. when these solicitations come in, that's the last thing on our brain because remember we're managing the contracts, we're overseeing staff, and then we're working building our pipeline. So the proposal is the last thing that we want to do.
Okay, got it,
We
got
have
it. Well,
to do
that
it
would be
because
the
we have to
first thing
keep
for me to
things
do.
going. So
Right.
no, Dan, listen,
Okay.
look,
So,
Steve said
so
yes, yes, yes. Alani said yes, yes, yes.
right.
What else you want? Yeah, like what? Like, are you kidding me, brother? Listen,
Listen, watching all this on YouTube, I don't know what the hell people want out there. So this
that's
is a
true.
great,
Well, that's why you come up on stage like this with me and you put it out there. Look, I think someone else
excellent.
asked for your email. Like who was it? Someone else dropped an email. So I was like, "Can I have your email?" You know. But go ahead, keep talking to me.
All right. So the other thing is, so I'm still connected to my last base. So I got a friend. The whole contract office are a bunch of friends. So I'm thinking, I just, I just got into, I just converted this business so I can do this now. Before I was on a chase on another business that did not work. So I said,
You
let me
know,
get into government contracting. I said, let me get into government contracting, and somehow, like everybody says, I found you online, on YouTube video, and so should I pick their brain for anything specific to get, like what would you, like if you knew, should
people
I waste my time there or not?
what I always ask what I would do is I would ask them where are they having challenges meeting some of their needs,
Okay,
right? So we've done this successfully in our group here, and it's worked tremendously well. In fact, Lalani, who was the first person on stage, when I met her, had no contract, zero. And in our group, we're all out because imagine if you have several hundred people talking to government folks, right? You may run across, well, I want this, but I don't do that, or I want this, but I don't do that. So I said, bring it back to the group and let us find someone in our group who can actually fulfill that requirement. And that's worked tremendously well for us. In fact, Randy was able to bless three other students with contracts because the person who she met in Texas said, "Look, I have contracts, but they're not in Texas. I have them in North Carolina. I have something, in Arizona. I have something in California, but I'm stationed in Texas, and so most of us are regionally based. So we don't want to go across the country. But because
right.
now we're part of a bigger community, I said to Randy, I said, because she says, well, my client doesn't want to go there. I said, Randy, don't throw that away. That's money. Give it to us, and then let's find
Okay,
an apartment, right? And so then we connected her with Lalani. We put Lalani's in California. She did the contract, and they worked out whatever compensation, and then you know, they did it work. And then after that, they did 2 or 3 contracts together. And then she sent it over to Rafa. Rafa ended up picking up several contracts, and this happens to be with FAA. And then now Rafa went off, and next thing you know, Rafa's 10 contracts in. She started to get her own sole source because now she has past performance. And so for me, what I would say is ask them where are their needs, where they're having a hard time meeting requirements, and then and then you help them solve that problem. And then you come back
okay, great, great.
hey, Eric, hey, Maria, look, I talked to my buddies. They're having a hard time. They've got for example, we had a installation that said they had a project that was, I think, 6 million, but they wanted an 8A that was also hub zone because they could check 2 boxes. But as you know, 6 million is above the threshold for sole source for the regular 8As. So that means they had to be a tribal or a Native American 8A. So
Okay,
someone brought that to me and they needed to be bonding. So then if someone brought that to me, I went back and took it to my guy, and then we said, okay, let's connect them together. And then
excellent. Okay,
start
because
working. That's
I'm
what
always actually, yeah, because I'm always going on the bases, and I walk into the contract offices and I say hi to everybody, but I've
Dan, you're
never
the man. You got to
engaged
be
them
Dan,
on this.
you are already everybody's best friend on here. I don't know if you saw that. Look, hold on, watch this, Dan. Dan, look, hold on, wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait.
look, I got West Point, I got McGuire Air Force Base, I got New York. I mean, I'm in the whole area. I go to all the bases just to go by on an exchange, but then I go on the contract offices and say, hey, what's up, guys, and bring them coffee, and
Dan,
they
you just
just
made a
talk,
whole
talk,
lot of
talk.
friends tonight, right? Look at this says, Dan, I need your phone number. Dan, drop your email in chat. Dan, post your email. Dan, where's your information? Dan, I would pay.
I would pay.
Dan, look, we see.
That's so funny.
Take
You
my
know,
money.
this is okay.
Phil says, take my money, Dan. Look.
Well,
Dan,
that's
you
great. You know,
best
I'm
friend.
really glad I came on to talk to you about this because I'm actually I'll post my email and phone number. Anybody who wants to talk, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Dan, I think I mean you're connected. What what I would say again, like I said, I mean, I would I'm always reluctant about posting anything on a public channel only because this is gonna, not for the people that's watching because I don't mind them, but just because it's gonna be on YouTube later. So um what I would say is send it to Maria and then let Maria facilitate that just because
Okay,
only
I'll
because I
send it to her.
want we already get enough spam calls. And I've already had to kick some people out of here.
Oh,
But
and the
yeah,
last
we'll
thing.
that way because I mean, Lalani, all the people that we already deal with every day, I'd be feel comfortable with connecting you. But you know,
Okay,
go ahead.
great. And the last thing before I go, the New York Construction Expo is March 2nd and 3rd. I will be there in Jacob Javits. So if anybody's
Ooh,
in the local area, it's free.
wow,
It's
Jacob
free.
Javis.
So
All right,
there's going to be about 2,000 construction people there. So if anybody needs hookups or connections, but I'll be there. So
all right. Dan, look, people are saying I'm gonna even change my name to Dan.
well, you know, I love sharing money. So let's do it.
No, Dan. I mean, this is we have a real community here. This is all I do all day long. I promise you. Um,
All right. Well, you got support from me. That's for sure.
nah, Dan, we're gonna. Trust me, we're gonna put you to work, brother. You're gonna.
All right.
Right.
It's
Somebody
great
says, "Look,
talking to you.
oh, man, I'm late to the party. Looks like Dan's a rock star." Thanks, Dan. I appreciate you coming up.
Well,
Look,
if anybody needs information on how the federal side works, that's all I've been doing. I just haven't done the contracting side, but I've been almost every base overseas. I've moved logistics overseas. I've been in cargo planes. You know, I know the whole operation. So if anybody has any questions on what happens on the other side, I can definitely help somebody out.
all right, Dan. Appreciate you, brother.